this supersonic special show with Dr. Somnath. You have been very, very passionate about going to schools and colleges. At least I've tracked you for the last donkey's years. I've seen you going without publicity to interior schools, especially colleges, everywhere. After becoming the chairman, I was surprised the way you have gone to different parts of India. What has been the experience, lot of experience you had? Let's forget the rest of India, focus into Kerala. What's the problem with Kerala's youth? I firmly believe very talented. Do they need guidance? Guidance system mein kuch software gadbad hai? Can you please tell us? You start the debate with your thoughts.
AK, you are focusing on the problem with the youth. I don't understand that.
Because I'm a journalist, I want to...
Yeah, you are focusing on the problem. And I don't want to focus on the problem. I want to focus on the opportunity.
Right. Give me a big round of applause. Opportunities. So that's the key word, opportunities.
See, problems are there everywhere. But then opportunities are the one you should focus and then work on it. The first and foremost is the very high level of educational literacy availability in this state is one of the biggest strength that we have. And a culture of learning, culture of reading, understanding has been there ever since I went through a young childhood. Today also I am seeing the similar nature of young people here. There is a huge amount of capability in terms of literacy, understanding, the interest for technology, aspiration level are very, very high in this state. So that's a positive side, and on that we need to capitalize. But the challenge for them today is to convert those possibilities into reality within the state. This becomes an issue. But of course, we don't have to limit within the state. It can be a global idea. So the state has already embraced a concept of globalization in its internal fold. So the youth want to go out, explore the world, create value for themselves and the nation or family through that type of exploration. This is one of the things that is happening now. Second point here is about the possibility of jobs creation within the place is yet another issue which has been already addressed and sufficiently. Third point I want to say the connect between youth and the aged population, what is happening in this state. This is yet another problem because families are becoming smaller. The children numbers are very, very less in this state. And because of that, the who are coming and living here as old people, they have no support system from the children. So it has become a lonely place for older people. So this is again another challenge. How do we really bring them back to support the family system that existed here, which is actually breaking up substantially? So these are the type of three problems which I saw. Of course, in terms of education and learning, it has become global now. So I do not focus on the state alone because the state has its own role played for some time back. But today it can never be limited to the state alone. It needs to be a global way of education. But then converting the possibility into reality into business, economy, resources into the state is becoming a huge challenge because we have a lack of resources in this state in many, many ways. This becomes a bottleneck. So I told about some problems. Of course, we will wait for the other views. Thank you.
32 years of my journalism, I have not seen many. You are doing it silently. That's why you got an award. I want to ask you, why is that politicians fool all of us?
No. It's not right. The same issue, actually, I myself raised this issue in the last assembly session. So this is an unemployment issue. അതിന് ഒരു ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള വേർഷൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. അതിൽ ഒരു വേർഷനാണ് സോമനാഥ് സാർ പറഞ്ഞത്. On data reveals that last year our education budget is 1,000 crore. Okay. And last year our students got 4,500, 4.5 lakhs crore education loan from public sector banks. So they took 4.5 lakhs crore education loan. So you can compare the data. From Anganwadi to university, we are spending 1,000 crore the government expenditure, and these students got this data only from public sector banks. It's not it's coming to the cooperative bank, those who have their own money to go to abroad. So അതിൻ്റെ ഇത് ഞാൻ കുട്ടികൾക്കൂടെ രണ്ട് ഓപ്ഷനുണ്ട്. സാറ് പറഞ്ഞ രണ്ട് വേർഷനുണ്ട്. ഒന്ന്, ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ കുട്ടികൾ പഠിക്കുന്നത് ഇവിടത്തേക്ക് വേണ്ടി മാത്രമല്ല, അവർക്കൊരു വേറെ പുറത്തു പോയി പഠിക്കാനുള്ള ചാൻസസ് ഉണ്ട്, അതിനുള്ള ആഗ്രഹമുണ്ട്. അവർ തന്നെ തീരുമാനിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, ഇപ്പോൾ ഇന്നത് പഠിക്കണം, ഇവിടെ പോയി പഠിക്കണം എന്നൊക്കെ തീരുമാനിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. രണ്ടാമത്തെ ഇഷ്യൂ, ഇപ്പോൾ സാറ് നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞു നമ്മളിപ്പം സ്പേസിന് പ്രൈവറ്റ് ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ്മെൻറ്റ് കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നുണ്ട്. ഡു അവർ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റീസ് ആർ കേപ്പബിൾ ഇനഫ്? യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി ഇപ്പോഴും ടെസ്റ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റിൽ നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. ഈ എംപ്ലോയബിലിറ്റിയുടെ ഏരിയ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 2020-ലാണ്. ഞാൻ കുട്ടികൾ കൂടെ മനസ്സിലാക്കാനുള്ളൊരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ പറഞ്ഞതാണ്. ടെസ്റ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് കഴിഞ്ഞ് 1 day മാച്ചായി, 2020 ആയി. യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റീസ് ആർ സ്റ്റിൽ ഇൻ ടെസ്റ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് മോഡാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റീസ് കുറച്ചും കൂടെ, അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ നമ്മുടെ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റിയിൽ ഇന്ത്യയിൽ ആ നിലയിലേക്ക് വരുന്നില്ല നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് തന്നെ. സോംനാഥ് സാർ പഠിച്ചത് എൻ്റെ കോൺസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യുവൻസിയിലെ ഒരു എൻജിനീയറിംഗ് കോളേജിലാണ്. I am proud of that in my constituency, TKM Engineering College, he is alumni in that college. ആ സമയത്ത് TKM Engineering കോളേജിൻ്റെ ഒരു പ്രൊഡക്റ്റിന് ISRO ചെയർമാനായി ഇപ്പോഴും ഒരുപാട് ആൾക്കാരുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റികൾ കുറച്ചും കൂടെ ഇതിനനുസരിച്ച് മാറാനുണ്ട്. രണ്ടാമത്തെ ഇഷ്യൂ അൺഎംപ്ലോയ്മെൻറ്റ് പോലെ തന്നെ ഇവിടെ കേരളം എടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ എംപ്ലോയബിലിറ്റി ഈസ് അനദർ ഇഷ്യൂ. ഇപ്പോൾ ആളുകൾക്ക് ജോലിയില്ല, ജോലിക്ക് ആളുകളുമില്ല. എല്ലാവരും പറയുന്നുണ്ട് ജോലിയില്ല. ആളുകൾക്ക് ജോലിയില്ല എന്ന് പറയുന്ന അതേ സമയത്ത് തന്നെ ജോലിക്ക് ആളില്ല. അപ്പം ഇത് നമുക്ക് ഒന്നുകൂടി ഒരുപാട് സെൻട്രൽ ഗവൺമെൻറ് സ്കീംസും സ്റ്റേറ്റ് ഗവൺമെൻറ്റും ഒക്കെ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ഈ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രി റിലേഷൻഷിപ്പ് ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രി റിലേഷൻഷിപ്പ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ നമുക്ക് എടുക്കാൻ കഴിയുന്നുള്ളൂ. നാലാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, ഇത് വലിയ ഇഷ്യൂ ആണ്. കേരള ഈസ് ഗോയിങ് ടു ബിക്കം എ ബിഗ് ഓൾഡ് ഏജ് ഹോം. ഇവിടെ പ്രായമുള്ളവർ മാത്രം ജീവിക്കുന്ന ഒരു സൊസൈറ്റിയായി മാറും. ഗൾഫിലേക്കുള്ള മൈഗ്രേഷൻ വന്ന സമയത്ത് ഗൾഫിൽ പോകുന്നവർ കുറച്ച് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ തിരിച്ചു വരും. പക്ഷെ UK-യിൽ പോകുന്നവർ, US-ൽ പോകുന്നവർ, ഓസ്ട്രേലിയയിൽ പോകുന്നവർ, അയർലൻഡിൽ പോകുന്നവർ തിരിച്ചു വരുന്നില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ഒരു കേരള സൊസൈറ്റി മൊത്തത്തിൽ ഒരു ഓൾഡ് ഏജ് സൊസൈറ്റി ആയി മാറും, ചെറുപ്പക്കാരില്ലാത്തൊരു സൊസൈറ്റി ആയിട്ട് മാറും. This need to be addressed.
Right. So 100 years back, Vivekananda said this is a lunatic asylum. He was bang on right. I want to salute him. And now you're saying it's going to be a asylum, not asylum. It's going to be an old age home. So Chotu sir, he gave a very elaborate thing. We have worked together on many things, inspiring youth, but we have never sought publicity. But I want to ask you, now that you are in Bharatiya Janata Party, I want to ask you, why is that nobody addresses in any political party? Why is that, that Kalam effect is not there?
On correction, 4,500 crore, okay, na? Not 4.5 lakh.
Right, okay. So why is that,
4,500 crore education loan. 1,000 crore is our education budget.
Vishnu, you're sounding like a mathematics professor. Yeah, good.
Okay.
No, a mathematics professor no. So can you tell me, Chotu sir, why is that nobody bothers about India's youth?
Let me put it this way. It's not an issue of nobody bothers about India's youth. There huge effort. The way we have progressed, we should mark our progress across sectors. And if you look at technology, if you look at education, and on the importance of education was just talked about. And I think Kerala's, where you are education-wise, you are really far ahead. The base is excellent. So the whole issue, we should look at it as what needs to be done, what should be done by each one of us. the governments will do something, central government, state governments will do something. I think the template, the environment, the opportunities, the playground has been set across the country. Okay. And to the youth, I can say that what needs to be done is that you need to take up a challenge. Every youth, when there is a challenge, there is an opportunity, you can work. Today, like I said earlier, India is totally different. Our playground is so open today that you have to decide which area you get into. And we are aspiring to become leaders in the world, technology-wise, to take on our adversary, and to also develop by 2047 is one target on the global front, that we are leaders in every department. And some of the examples in the last couple of years we have seen, Corona time, our food situation, our overall ability that we can do for the world, our science is, we've landed on the moon. Somebody 10 years back, if any of the Western countries you asked, they would have said impossible. In fact, after landing on the moon, there were people in the world who commented, oh, really? India has landed? I think the opportunity is the sciences and research is coming back. So at the university level, this is something that we had eroded from our system. The importance of science, importance of research as you're getting out of the institutes. I think that is coming back. The importance of our own development, our own research. So when you grow up, whichever field you choose, you just have to choose a topic, develop something new. There is an option for it. There is an application for it. We have our own system building up. We have so much thrust that we will do it ourselves. You will always have a better chance of success. So what we were doing, our students going out, going to US, going to Australia, study there, work there, actually no need today. Today the opportunity lies in India. So you develop for India, you make in India, and then supply to the world.
Right. So
we were importing. Now the decades are coming. Next 2-3 decades, we should become the focal point of all the exports. In 20 years from now, when you grow up and you're sitting in our position, you will see that the countries across the world are importing from us. And that is the direction I think we need to go.
Right.
So I would like to put it in that manner.
Right. So that's the passionate Air Chief Marshal R.K.S. Badaria, always tricolor in his heart. So the gentleman sitting next to him, take the mic. You look like a Navy SEAL, man. Seriously. So fit. What's your name?
Aitya.
Aitya from where?
I'm from Uttar Pradesh.
Right. कहाँ से उत्तर प्रदेश से कहाँ है?
Bareilly.
अरे आपका पड़ोसी है. He's also from उत्तर प्रदेश. ठीक है. तो आपको ये पूछना चाहता कि ना, as a youngster, is there any concern you have about this country, आपका dreams और सब कुछ perfect है? But give me an answer from the heart. If it is not from the heart, I'll know.
Like I want to say that the population, as the population is increasing, and the job opportunities, like just take an example of NDA, means in every 6 months there are nearly 5 lakh people, means like candidates appear for NDA, and out of that only 10,000 get selected just for merit list. After that, when they go for some like SSV and all other things, only 3, means like out of 10,000, only 3% of them are getting selected. So I want to say that just like job should be increased, like in so many other sectors as well.
Right. So that's his concern. Like everybody has got job. The lady sitting next to him. What's your name?
So my name is Devika SM.
Which class?
9th.
Okay. You are from Kerala.
Yes, sir.
So what are the 2 things you want to see change in Kerala?
So I want to see.
You must address the audience, not me. Yeah.
I want to see our Kerala is not much developed. If we compare our India from Japan, the Japan is leaving.
You can speak in Malayalam. Come on. Make it fast.
No, sir.
But you have to then make it fast. You're going slow.
Japan is 30 years more than India. So I'm just telling that we have to advance our India more than we are finding jobs and we have to choose the job according to our what
All right, but the problem is not advanced. The problem is hard work. You have to work for 26 years like Padmavati. So, sorry, 24 hours, 26 hours like Padmavati. Dr. Kota worked for 30 hours in a day. Dr. Somnath, I know it, I've seen from very close. He works for 35 hours in a day. So you have to work. So don't blame technology. I'm not shouting at you. The problem with India is that we're a very good nation which shares APJ Abdul Kalam's quote every day. And he has asked me once, so a lot of quotes, what you read is not his. Remember that. So if you share quotations, India won't become a great nation. For that, 35 hours, 36 hours. Do that. Right? Over to Air Marshal S.R.K. Nair. You have been, I would say, amazing as a pilot, as a CNC, and now with lot of silent work with the foundation, out of which, out of 11 out of 10 things, nobody knows what we do. Honestly, sir, you're a Trivandrum boy. Thiruvananthapuram സ്വപ്നം കണ്ടു നടന്ന സൈക്കിളും ഒക്കെ ചവിട്ടി ഒരു സാധാരണ കുടുംബത്തെ ജനിച്ച SRK നായരാണ് ഇന്ത്യൻ എയർഫോഴ്സിൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും തലപ്പത്ത് എത്താവുന്ന ഒരു എയർ മാർഷലായി ട്രെയിനിങ് കമാൻഡ് CNC ആയിരുന്നു. സോ ആസ് എ കിഡ്, this was your lab for base, this was your base for to set your dreams fly high. Let's come now. Honestly, what ails Kerala? Dr. Somnath says, don't look at the problem solutions. Yes, as engineers, they find solutions. We saw how, like I was telling them, small kid running for the PPT, I thought he almost thrashed me there. I escaped. But the fact is, tell me what ails Kerala's youth. Sir, we must ask hard questions. We must get straightforward answers.
I think I'll stand and talk so that I can see the people at the rear, the future of India. The straight answer to Dr. Ananthakrishna's question is, nothing ails Kerala. It is all perspective. To build on this word perspective, I will borrow some terms from some of my predecessors about opportunities, challenges. I was a student like you. I belong to Shastamangalam. I had a rally cycle. I measured the length and breadth of Trivandrum. I started my schooling in a very small nursery adjacent to Cotton Hill Girls High School. Then I was in Shishu Vihar in the first standard, unknown school. Then I went to Holy Angels Convent and to Loyola School and grew up like any of you. What opportunity did we have when we were students? You either joined central government, state government, bank. VSSC was just about coming up at that time. The TERLS buses used to be on the roads. And the armed forces, not very well known. At that time, when there were very limited opportunities, many of us dared to dream. And we dared to dream big. Out of 100, 30 may have made it, 40 may have made it. The others didn't touch the stars. But they did achieve. So, opportunities are only growing in this country. Population is growing 140 crores to 165 crores. Jobs are multiplying. You had a political leader who has told you, people say there are no jobs, but people say there are no people for jobs. So isn't there a mismatch? You all need to see in every challenge what is the opportunity you have. Do not let an opportunity go past you which you can't recall. It's like fielding a cricket ball. When you are in the pitch, if the ball is going past you, make an attempt to grab it. If you grab it, you got it. If you got it, you have succeeded. Please dream big. There is nothing ailing Kerala. Kerala educational base is excellent. Health sector, I have seen practically the entire country. I have never been in Trivandrum after my age of 16. I came back when I was 62. I came as a administrative member, as a judge in the Armed Forces Tribunal in Kochi. Let me assure you, the health sector in Kerala is actually incomparable to any other state of India. There is nothing that ails Kerala. But we got to get a perspective correct. So my short answer to the short question is, it is all a matter of outlook. How you see the opportunities come your way. Thank you.
Right. So over to Somnath sir. Just since I just remember a small story that last 2 years, health-wise, both of us are in the same boat. I am in one direction, you are in one direction, but you have shown me some inspiration. I remember you sending a message from the hospital bed to me. Now I can tell because it's out that. So you sent me that. I said, I can't take this pain because of my ortho issues, back pain, this, that, frozen shoulder. Then you were undergoing something different. Few of us knew, but we never told anyone. Then you sent me a message that changed my life. You said, come on, man, keep cribbing this, that, look at me. And it just dropped some 2 tons of bomb on my head. And I'm supposed to be a most sought after motivational speaker. I was down in the dumps. People go through that. But then I saw from ever since, you didn't even want me to ask, when I ask you, how is your health? You didn't say, get lost to me, but then you made it very clear, move on. What is that you want to tell the youth of Kerala? Dr. Kalam always said, don't surrender the problems should not become your master. You must become the master of your problems. What's that you want to tell them? We have just 11 more minutes.
Okay, let me come specific to Kerala only, not about the global issue. See, Kerala was one of the best state many years back in many ways because we started the first of IT parks of anywhere in the world. Okay, it started here. We still have a very highly employable youth coming out of universities, though universities are still to be reformed in a big way. But you look at the Kerala, it's just one city, end to end. And it is one of the beautiful states you can ever dream about. To be coming and staying here, it's beautiful backwaters, lush green cover, a place to live. I believe Kerala should become the Silicon Valley of the world. It has a potential to do that. The only thing that we need to make the government to do is to make the infrastructure for such a thing is put in place. I still remember when the Kerala Techno Park were created. At that time, the whole focus was on creating infrastructure to enable companies to come and create working spaces, and they came and started it. Today, many other towns and cities have taken over in the IT sector. But I believe high technology focused industry creation is very important in Kerala. In no other forms of business or work will thrive here. Agriculture is gone. But if you are focusing more on service sector, I think there are challenges of various kinds. For example, there is a focus on education, healthcare as a service sector, tourism. I think all these are not the place to create large-scale employment. I still believe we need to convert the entire state to a single IT corridor of creating values in various tech domains. It could be in software, it could be in hardware design, it could be in high technology making, but focused on high technology capability and bring in infrastructure like connectivity, roads, network, good living situations, and modern culture. If you can do that, this state will transform over a period of time. So only thing government need to invest to create the right atmosphere for it. I think industries will come, and you have to get rid of the unwanted politics that are creating, looming around. He was talking about working in Kerala is difficult due to various reasons. Attitudes have to change.
Yes.
And if that political system is able to make that change in the state through appropriate interventions in various areas, it can transform into the Silicon Valley of the world.
Brilliant. I must tell you, let me not throw my things. Can I bring in Brigadier Sanal? Just Sanal, Brigadier Sanal, you can talk just generally in uniform, no issues, right? I don't have to take the army headquarters clearance. Yeah, because being a journalist, they push us through all that. Quickly, sir, you're there, you're not sitting here. If you could just come forward and just tell them, I want just one thing which always have felt. Throughout other nations, if you go across in other nations, armed forces are superheroes. Veterans are superheroes. Go to airports, go to malls. We hear stories, so many things, Armed forces, they respect so much. Here, we get to see when somebody sacrifices their life for the, for the country, when the body is wrapped in the tricolor and bring in. All of us, especially in Kerala, people cry just for one day, couple of hours, then they move on. And here, armed forces are only remember of one thing, K-U-P-P-I, Kuppi. Yeah? Kuppi Gittumo. I'm telling you the fact, you wouldn't have to believe me. What is that is necessary? Do we have to get in the education system and tell the government, bring in a system that reveres armed forces all the time so that when they're at the airports or the railway station, or if a neighbor is working in, let's say your neighbor is in army and he or she, Air Force, wherever he's working, the people take care of them, not when the body come in Shaikala, 24/7, 365 days. Because of you guys, we have the freedom. Do you think that education system needs to bring in this particular thing, wherein traffic rules has to be taught in schools all the time, not like one traffic police comes once in a year and does one naam ke vaste traffic training? No. Because a lot of things, character is seen on the road, especially in Kerala. Bapre, I'm scared. I'm waiting for my next flight to go back to Bangalore. Not that that place is great, road rage everywhere, but here as we pushed the word attitude, again, I'm just steering away from the main thing. Do you think more respect is needed for armed forces?
As far as the respect of armed forces is concerned, I don't think something is lacking in our nation. But we must understand one thing about the vast population in our country.
Kerala specific.
Kerala specific, if I go to that, a lot of North Indians, to be very frank, who has been done a lot of courses and over the period of time, has felt that we haven't seen much of the wars in the south. So that is one of the main reasons why people think that armed forces has not been given that correct due oblique regards. And of late also, why armed forces have been given that importance has taken suddenly a spurt after the 2018 floods. So that is the time when people have realized, like we have taken part in the recent Wayanad floods also, what armed forces can do in terms of crisis. Unlike when we go to Punjab, Rajasthan and all these places where India has fought in the wars right from 47, 48 in Kashmir, in 65, 71 along the borders. And a lot of people have seen army, and wherever you go to a village also, they understand the importance of army, because the army has been the direct savior during those war time, which has not been witnessed by the society of Kerala, and it has percolated down. However, with these recent floods or something, but that does not mean that we should wait for a floods or something for that the nation to be, the armed forces to be respected. That is not the thing. Moreover, about like I've been a Sunday school student, so the way in which a life has been taught to me right from my 6th standard at least, you're seeing people moving to armed forces and you get motivated by that. They teach you a way of life. It's not like we go for tuitions or something like that. Today a kid, most of the time he's engaged in the school, then after that he's engaged in tuitions. What time he goes. And we also have to encourage a multi-talented environment. Such a populous country. What is our, except for cricket, we have not, in a lot of places we have not come up to that level, because we have to encourage the multi-level talented aspects of this thing. So that is why there are a lot of people, like even I'm telling you, when I was a bachelor and searching for a marriage, it was very difficult of getting a match even in Kerala. But those things have changed over a period of time, I can say. Even the veterans aspect also, I can say, the amount of health facilities, amount of respect and things which I myself have been here for the last 15 months plus, the amount of stress we have been given to, the focus given to the veterans and all communities are increasing. And it is no longer the army which has been cocooned and in the cantonments. We are going for a lot of outreach campaigns in technological institutions, non-technological institutions. We are going for a lot of outreach campaigns. Myself being here also for in front of such an iconic gathering for the Guru Abdul Kalam event today is also something which I felt we should all be having a whole of nation approach. And I think things are progressing in a better way, and there is miles to go. That's all I can say.
Yeah, amazing. And that's all we have, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Exactly 12 o'clock. Now we have one small event. I request one of our volunteers, what's your name? I forgot. Alina to come. Just request Havildar Sol Raj from 2 Madras Pipe Band. आप आगे आइए. एक छोटा सा तोहफा हमारा team member से आप लीजिए. Superheroes, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of. आप जाइए. So Alina represents all of us. इस तरफ. Yeah, she's an NSS volunteer. A lot of NSS volunteers are here. Yes. Thank you so much, Brigadier.
Brigadier Salil MP, Station Command would like to present a memento to you, sir.